I need to add a security camera to the front door and don't want to drill any permanent holes in the door or frame. So I easily installed a Wyzecam security camera using this hack that allows me to reposition or move the camera easily. The best part is, it's reversible and works better than I thought it would. This should work for almost any other security camera. Watch on to see how easy this can be. Fracking Creations, showing you the good stuff. Disclaimer and warnings. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. There are always risks associated with DIY work where you can get hurt or damage property. Read our full disclaimer at the bottom of the video description before you assume all risk and attempt any kind of installation of your own. Security Camera Door Mount. The following steps should work for the Wyzecam V3, V3 Pro, V4, and OG due to its rather useful swivel base. All that's needed is this video doorbell camera mount. The mount isn't specifically made for security cameras, but it is very easy to DIY for this purpose. Note that I will only use the door mount section for this install. This particular one has a pre-drilled hole exactly where I need for the Wyzecam install. Note that this DIY can work for other security cameras too, though the steps could vary a little. There are many different versions of this door mount available, so if installing a different security camera, finding a suitable one can make things easier for the install. If the pre-drilled holes aren't suitable for the security camera's mount, then additional holes may need to be drilled on the door mount. Mounts like this come in 3 different colors so that it can be matched best to the color of the door. There are silver, black, and white versions. It's pretty much all metal construction, so it won't break like plastic. The clamp even has a silicone pad to protect the door. Attaching security camera to door mount. As mentioned earlier, this door mount already has a pre-drilled hole that is perfect for the Wyzecam. I just need an appropriate flathead machine screw with matching nut. The screw should be small enough to fit into the mounting hole of the Wyze mount and the center hole of the door mount, while the screw head should be large enough not to go through. I just attached the Wyze mount to the door mount like this using the screw and nut. Ideally, the nut should be sized so that it cannot spin when placed inside the Wyze mount. This way, the only way to attach and remove this setup would be using this screw and not the nut. I also choose a stainless steel or brass screw and nut so that rust is not an issue. To protect the door, also use some duct tape or foam tape and tape over the screw so that when mounting on the door, it doesn't scratch it. Camera memory card security. To protect the micro SD card, I like to use some vinyl wrap to tape up the bottom of the camera and wrap around the sides. This covers up the access port and makes it a little more difficult to remove the memory card. It's not foolproof, but adds another step to removing the memory card. Duct tape with matching color can also be used instead of the vinyl wrap. Before continuing, you can help our channel grow by liking and sharing this video with anyone else that would also enjoy it. Subscribe for more good stuff to come. Camera camouflage and concealment. When planning for this install, I wanted to make sure that the camera was not sticking out like a sore thumb. What I mean is that I don't want it to be easily noticeable. When the color differences between the door, the camera, and the mount are too big, people's eyes are automatically drawn to it, as you can see here. Even with a small part of the camera being white, it is quite noticeable and draws your eyes to it when walking by. So one thing to do when planning this out before the installation stage is to get what is needed to match the color of the setup to the color of the door as close as possible. In my case, I also purchased and installed this black silicone skin for the Wyzecam. It actually looks pretty cool and like a mini security camera. Note that there are also white silicone skins available that will work with lighter color doors. Next, I also used some vinyl wrap as well to finish camouflaging the rest of the Wyze mount and door mount. I'll include links to everything I use in the video description. For the white power cable, I use a black braided cable sleeve. By the way, if you have a video doorbell security camera, check out our video on installing it without drilling holes in the door and also powering it 24/7, 365 days a year without pre-existing power. No more battery charge anxiety. Mounting and cable management. Next, I have to deal with routing the power cable. The great thing about the Wyze cameras is the flat USB cable. It is easy to route through doors and such. I route the cable under the door mount so that it can be clamped down onto the door with the door mount. This then keeps the cable tidy and from moving around as the door is opened and closed. It is also a good idea to tape it to the door mount using some duct tape to secure it in place. The finished results are very nice. To install the door mount, I simply unwind the clamp and slide the door mount fully onto the top of the door. Position, then tighten the clamp until it is firm but not too tight such that the mount bends out of shape. I adjust the camera mount to position it so that I get the view I want and the door can close without hitting the camera. Then I test for the door closing fully and properly before continuing. Note that this mount requires that the outside of the door opens inward and not outward. The USB power cable is then routed and plugged into an outlet to test the whole setup. If everything is working, then the cable is nicely secured and attached to the door for a clean install. I use a clear removable double-sided tape to attach the USB cable. There are also cable channels and cable hiders you can buy online to further clean the install up if needed. If you need longer, flat USB cables or ones that are black, check the video description where I provide some links. Alternatively, for the install, I am also using a USB extension cable hack that I show in another DIY video on the channel. Look for that if interested. That's all there is to it. Now I can enjoy using the Wyze camera as a front door security camera. It's great for ease of installation, it's reversible and movable, and looks pretty cool. This is good stuff. If you try this out, comment to let us know how it went for you.